नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am JB Dr. Anamika Helwar, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the subject name Open Source Technology, and the today's session is Using Scanners Driven by SAN Part 2. These are the topics which I have covered: SAN introduction, SAN mailing list and IRC channel, SAN reporting bugs, SAN contributing and how can you help SAN related projects. Introduction. SAN stands for the Scanner Access Now Easy, and it is an application programming interface that provides standardized access to any raster image scanner hardware. So the SAN API is a public domain and its discussion and developments open to everybody. Okay, so the current SAN code written in code is written for Linux and is available under the GNU General Public License, and the SAN API is of course available for proprietary applications and backends as well. Now the SAN mailing list and IRC channel. Mailing list. SAN announces. SAN announce is a low traffic list for release and similar announcers. It's intended for users who want to know when a new release or beta snapshot of SAN backends or SAN frontends becomes available. The list is moderated and you don't need to subscribe to SAN announcers if you read the SAN level mailing list, as all postings going to SAN announce will be posted to SAN table 2. And for this you can subscribe, unsubscribe or modify your settings by using the web interface. Another one is the SAN table. SAN table is a discussion list for anything like SAN Scanner Access Now Easy related. Despite its name, it's also intended for users, and you need to be subscribed to be able to send mail to this list. If you are not subscribed, your mail may be approved by the moderator, but that can take some time. So when answering to a posting, keep in mind that the source is directed to the author by default. If you want to respond to the list, and please use the reply to list or even the similar functions of your mail client. Of course, in this you can subscribe, unsubscribe or modify your settings by using web interfaces. Now come to the SAN standards. SAN standards were used to discuss the SAN standard, and topics were the development of a next version of the standard and missing features and bugs in existing SAN standard. The list saw extremely little traffic for years and was discontinued during a mailing list migration in April 2018. The list archives are of course still available on your Perswell. Then the next is SAN Commit. SAN Commit was used to distribute email containing a summary of changes for any push to the SAN Git repositories. These mails were not archived. After all, a Git log on an up-to-date checkout will tell you pretty much the same. And the times have changed, and now the SAN Git repositories are hosted on gitlab.com. So we no longer send commit summaries to a SAN commit list. If you are still interested in following the changes of one or more of the SAN projects repositories, we suggest you subscribe to the RSS feeds for push events of the repositories you are interested in. The other is subscribing and unsubscribing by email. You can also subscribe to the mailing list by sending a mail containing the word subscribe in the subject. To send, I will request that this, okay. So for this, this exchange devil by the respective list name. On to unsubscribe, send email containing unsubscribe password to that address. You of course get the password by email once you have subscribed. If you lost your password, use the web interface to get it send it to you again. Now the another one is SAN IRC channel. This is the intended for discussion about SAN and for getting help. Please be patient. Answers can take of course some time, and please read the documentations before asking if you are using this channel. So this means that tell us which scanner, which operating system and which version of SAN, scan image version you use. Now come to the reporting bugs. Issues can be used to report bugs for bugs or missing features in any of the SAN project components. Please be as specific as possible and add as much information as possible. So issues can be submitted for SAN backends, SAN frontends and the websites. Use labels were appropriate, and the labels for all backends and frontends are available for the components that provides them, as well as more generic labels. The SAN backends component also has labels to indicate the type of connection. Okay, so backend means this is working on the back side. Okay, so this is of course this indicate a connection. Okay, type of connection you used. Now come to the reporting bugs. In this, if you are not sure with labels to select, simply don't select any. Okay, so the SAN project members will add them where appropriate. Okay, means it automatically added. Okay, so for security related issues, tick the checkbox to mark the issue as confidential in addition to adding the security label. So use attachments for images, screenshots, debug, logs and otherwise lengthy command line output. If you attach a patch, please also add a patch level. And search for similar issues before reporting a new one. For this, comment on the existing issue instead or mention it in the issue you are about to submit. And use GitLab flavored markdown to make commands tried and their output readable. SAN contributing or how can you help SAN? Reporting unsupported scanners and adding new information. If you can provide more information for one of the scanners that's listed as unsupported in our current list of unsupported scanners, or even want to add a new scanner, please send all information you have to us. So if you own an unsupported scanner, please send as much information as possible, and especially the output of SAN find scanner -v and or ORCAT, PROC, SCSI for SCSI scanners, or CAT for USB scanners can help. So if you dare to open the scanner, have a look at the text that's printed on the chips. That may help to identify the chipset. And if you know that the scanner is similar to another one, example supported by the same window driver, please also mention this fact. Contact us by sending mail to this send double mailing list or file a bug report. Okay. Now the another one is writing a backend driver. If your scanner is unsupported by SAN, please consider writing a backend for it. As scanners are very important to each other, you can't expect the SAN developers to write the backend for you. And if your scanner is similar to one that already works, it may be easy to add support. But if it's necessary to write a completely new backend, it's up to you. So the time and skills needed for writing a backend depends on the intelligence of the scanner. If it's rather high level, that is understand commands like scan at 600 dpi. If in this it may be possible to write a basic driver in 10 to 20 hours. So if the protocol is more low level, it can take much longer. Then the next is writing a front end. There are already some very capable front ends, so helping with improving the existing front ends may make more sense than to write yet another one. On the other hand, there may be many reasons to start writing a completely new front ends, like support for a specific widget set, a programming language, or a special type of devices, just like cameras, slide scanners. So in any case, keep the SAN double mailing list informed of your plans. Another one is hiring a developer. Some SAN developers have been known to produce backends in exchange for hardware or money. So the cost, of course, will depend on the developer and the scanner, but it could be quite high if the protocol is obscured or lacking documentation. So in general, you can say the cost of the backend is inversely proportional to the cost of the scanner. And the cheap USB or parallel port scanners can take hundreds or hours of frustrating work only to extract poor quality images, right? So costly SCSI scanners are generally more easier to support, and their vendors are generally more open with documentation. Now the another one is reporting bugs and missing features. If you think something in a scan isn't working as it should, please don't hesitate to file a bug report. Please provide as many details as possible so they can find a bug. Okay, so this report helps him. So describe which software you are using, operating system or version, distribution version of scan backends, and the front end you use, and explain exactly what doesn't work. Okay, is wrong or missing. The another thing is added and fixing documentation. If you found a bug in any documentation like man pages, websites, readmes, please contact us using the SAN double mailing list or file bug report. Also write us if you think some documentation is missing. Please include a patch in this case if possible. So don't hesitate to send spelling and grammar mistakes. Most of us are not native English speakers. Another translation is the options of the backends can be translated. For some languages, the translations are most, you can say almost complete, but some are lacking lots of words, and for most languages, there is no translation at all. If you want to have to translate the options to your native languages, so contact the SAN double mailing list and have a look at the PO directory in the source code. Now, SAN related projects are the glimpse of what makes SAN and XScan images a truly fun program. SAN troubleshoot, This project tries to find out what's wrong with your SAN installation. So if you use, if your scanner is not detected, you may want to try SAN troubleshoot. And the next is the Primex for Linux. It is a standalone driver for Primex scanners, and of course there are also a Primex driver that implements the server side of the SAN network interface. So that SAN net can talk to the driver. Note that this driver does not work as a SAN backend. Okay. So TK-Scan, this is a graphical interface to scan image and some older scan programs. It supports only some specific scanners, but may be helpful in special cases anyway. And if you ever dreamed of running a fully automated, remotely controlled semiconductor inspection microscope, then the MEMS remote microscope is the software for you. This is all about today's session. The question for practice in live stream scanning, it is checked which hosts are up in the network by pinging the system in the network. Explain. Thank you. This session powered by digital version 2.0 Jayati Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.